This is what window units do to windows. All that condensation gets up in here and just disintegrates everything. Weather stripping on it, and that stuff just doesn't do anything. It's really important to install these properly, guys, and avoid this. Yeah, it takes the paint burning with it. I don't know how long. I guess this air conditioner's been in this window for 5 years, maybe 6 years. I'm sure it's probably had multiple leaks, multiple rainstorms when it was cooler out and you had the window open. The water gets in. Just elbow grease, guys, that's all it is. Get some elbow grease, a little bit of drywall mud, a little bit of time, all cleaned up. It was leaking. Now that air conditioner's out of this window, I won't have to worry about that anymore. That's what you get. Things are just not done right. Look at that big gaping hole back there. Put it on and get it done, because it will dry fast. There, just fill that in too. So this is all filled in. Don't try to make it look pretty. It's your first time, first coat. Just get it all filled in, then we can scrape that down and sand it and make a nice flat surface. And then we'll get the regular drywall and go over that. Now that I'm using Durabond, I'll show you another trick with Durabond. When you have to use Durabond, it's different from drywall mud. There was a big glop of something on the wood here that was showing through the paint. So, you can do this with Durabond instead of using wood putty. Just make that go away. A little bit of sandpaper and no one will ever know it was there. Another little trick. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. We're just going to go over and clean up our high points. Get our Durabond cleaned up. So we're going to put one more coat on that. So I just want to take my high points off like this. It down in there a little bit, you can see how it's kind of needing some more. Just take all your high points, flatten them out. There's that. Okay, cool. It's okay to scrape it back here a lot because we're going to run a big caulk on that. So if you dig out a little too much of that on the mud, that's okay because you're going to fill that with caulk. Put a coat of mud on it. There's a notch on each side of the window frame. So over there and over here, they were both filled with caulk. So this window frame was getting water in it, and the water is able to sit in there of about 1/8 of an inch. It's not going to leak, but that's how you get mold. And that's why a lot of this happened, because just that little bit of water allowed that spongy weather strip to soak it up like a sponge and just hold it. That's why you don't want to use that spongy weather strip underneath here, is because it's a sponge, and once it gets wet, the water just stays in it. So you want to use something else. If you don't have a good seal underneath it, get you a silicone bead. You can get a roll of that silicone weather stripping and put it on there and let the air conditioner sit on that, and then come up a couple inches, and then you can stuff your foam weather stripping up here. But you don't want your foam weather stripping touching anywhere where you're going to have condensation or water, because it's just going to wick it right up the wall. All that crap. Okay, you can see that little spot where I showed you how to patch with Durabond instead of wood putty. That's way better. Now I'm just going to knock down that little ridge. That's what I'm talking about. You don't need to get it perfect in your first coat, because you can come back and do this. First place you want to hit is right in the middle where that ridge is. Roll up. Get it all the same color. Like so. Just like so. Perfect. All right. And just fill this, and then we can sand it. Got a fan going too. Hopefully stay cool for the day. Just try to get this looking nice and flat. When you get up in that corner, just kind of push down, or push the mud back into that gap. It's not rocket science. But it does take a little finesse. A little more weight on this side, and then work your way down. That way your little ledges are minimal. Don't be afraid to go back. All ready to sand. Once that dries, I'll sand these areas, and it'll all look real nice. Clean it up here. This for paint. Airflow. 3 different colors of paint painted on this house. So that means we got 3 different colors of paint on this metal. So we're just gonna add another one. Got a little bit of everything. Caulking, paint. You name it, it's on there. See, we built the mud up here in the corner because it was all rotted. So now we need to just get in there and it's neat. See where there's just some little ledges and stuff. Get them right off. Breeze coming in here. Seal it up. Gives you a better idea of where you need to caulk to. Paint this little ledge, shelf or whatever you want to call it. there you have it. It is a beautiful thing again. Not too bad. Just a little effort, little time, almost no money. Peace. See you guys.